night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The Jets at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Julian Blackman bringing him down from the 31. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the pass.
On play action, Rodgers. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. You talk about this Jets defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, here's Richardson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Wilson's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a first and 10. Paul ought to give up the middle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This one finds Wilson downfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
One more time with Hall. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Mike 57, I'm coming after you.
Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd down, here's Richardson. He's going to try and go deep again. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Give to Hall running right. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. It is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this one is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Richardson shotgun on third down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. A give running right is Hall. And down inside the 15 he goes. 49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the deep.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell, 75 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. There he goes left side. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 57 the mic. 57 the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. He's solid, baby.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Here's Hall again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Allen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
36.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Out right, he's got Ruckert. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Straight ahead is Hall, and he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Braylon Allen taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Anthony Gould now to return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Richardson looking to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.